Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2023 general reading. We are looking at the first half of September from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for our twins, the air sign of Gemini. Thanks for being here, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for taking the time to watch any of the videos on my YouTube channel. Hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. That like button really does kind of help move all our channels along. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, who send feedback, comments, who refer and recommend, my gratitude to you always. Thank you. Okay, Gemini, if your sun, moon, rising sign is in Venus, if your if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is a Gemini, or if you're cross-watching for a Gemini, this video is relevant. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently. What does that mean? It means that the little details and specifics may vary, because there's, many of you watching with different things going on in your lives, but the fundamental meaning and the fundamental energy remains the same. But if you know your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, any of those or all of those, watch those videos as well, because you can pick up additional insight and perspective. Now, if you find that something really does touch you, it resonates with you, you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also see that email address, that contact info, by clicking the title or the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you the same day with all the information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of readings, of all different types, lengths, budgets. There's something for everyone in all areas of life. So if you're interested in that, please send me an email. I do readings full time. That's all that I do. So scheduling personal readings is done in a fairly timely fashion as well. Okay, I am using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Gemini, first half of September 2023. We start off with the Two of Cups. Could be soulmates, kindred spirits, best friends. Beautiful union here, a great match. Doesn't need to be romantic. It could be in a partnership in work or career here. But it means a great union, meaning that you see things, a lot of the same things in the same way. You're kind of united in your ideologies as well. With the Magician, the manifester, you're manifesting or have manifested some kind of really, really great partnership here. Because the Magician puts work into it. He knows it's not enough to just envision what he wants. He has to take his experience, his tools, knowledge, wisdom, resources, the actual work to make something happen. So, manifesting soulmate or a partnership of some kind, a great partnership. With the Two of Swords, but there's a reluctance or a resistance to looking at something head on, because then you'd have to make a decision, take a course of action. Here, I mean, the card before the Two of Swords, of course, is the Ace of Swords, where you see the truth, you see a truth, you get some kind of epiphany. But here in the Two of Swords, you get a little stuck. It's like, yeah, but if I look at that directly, again, then I have to do something about it, and I'm not ready. There's a reluctance or a resistance, so you're kind of stuck, mentally kind of stuck a bit. With the Sun. Not wanting to see the light for some of you. I mean, the sun is light, love, warmth, laughter. It uplifts and relieves energy. Negative, heavy energies. It almost feels like you don't want to see the good in something, or you don't want to look too closely at it, because then you're going to have to start down on a path that does require some action. Maybe you're going to have to let go or walk away from something, someone, a situation. Interesting. Well, let's keep King of Coins. This may turn out to be like your sister sign Libras a bit. They also have the King of Coins and similar energy. So we have the King of Coins, which is also the King of Pentacles, or the King of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Showing up as a king. General rating could be female. King of Earth, solid, stable, reliable, generous. Worked hard to get to where they're at. They're probably financially comfortable, if not well off. This is somebody who's loyal, who's stable, who typically follows through with their words. Sometimes they can be a little stubborn because they're the King of Earth. But as I always say, every sign has its challenges, right? That King of Coins, oh, I was going to say it's bringing the energy of what? Well, there you are, Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's like you've been manifesting something, but then once it shows up, all of a sudden you're stuck. From the bottom of the deck, from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the first half of September is death, change, transformation, which means what? Change always means you have to leave something behind in order to change. Transformations means you have to leave behind what was, what you were, to move forward, right? I mean, it's the caterpillar into the cocoon into the butterfly. That's what death really represents, regardless of the area of life or situation. This is the caterpillar into the cocoon into the butterfly. You know, and people throw that analogy out there like it's this whole beautiful process. But, you know, we rarely ever talk about what happens in that cocoon during the transformation, right? That caterpillar basically kind of dissolves into messy goo and goes through all of these changes, and then it has to reform this sort of new body so that it can break out of that cocoon, dry its beautiful new wings in the sun, and then fly off, flutter off, whatever, right? It's transformation. But it's that transformation part that happens in the midst of that cocoon can sometimes be very challenging or painful or intimidating, or, you know, of course, this is general reading, the intensity will vary, but the theme, the focus for the first half of September is change, which means something has to end once and for all, because there's no coming back from death. So, well, let's clarify. Death. The King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, so Gemini, we have two kings here. There's two choices. You have to say no to one, or whatever it represents, and say yes to the other, or whatever that card represents. King of, I mean... Okay. So with that death and King of Cups, we have Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. So I get the hesitancy here now. And death is major arcana. It's major change and transformation, but something has to end, and it's either a relationship or connection or partnership of some kind with that King of Cups, or what they represent. It can represent an emotional state that needs to end as well, because you have this epiphany. Here's the epiphany with that Ace of Swords. Remember, we were talking about that Ace of Swords, the epiphany, and then there's the Two of Swords. I see the light. Wait, I don't want to see it. Not yet. I'm not ready, right? Here it is, the truth, the perspective, the light bulb going off over your head. About what? About the fact that looking at everything you have invested in something, you've gotten some returns, but it's actually never going to be the full thing that you want it to be. The Ten of Swords is surrendering. Now, swords is governed by air, which governs our mind. Surrendering to the knowledge, the truth, the idea, the truth, that it's never going to be, it's not what you want it to be. It's never going to be what you want it to be. The Ten of Swords is surrendering to a painful truth. Now, that painful truth may come from a sudden realization. I mean, the Ten of Swords can sometimes represent being betrayed, or feeling betrayed, feeling stabbed in the back, exploited, thrown under the bus. It might be an outright blatant betrayal, and all of a sudden you're looking at something and you're like, wow, can't come back from this. Some of you just may be looking at some kind of relationship, situation, something in regards to this King of Cups, and all of a sudden you see that it is what it is, but it's not ever going to be the whole thing that you wanted it to be, no matter how much you've invested in it, no matter how much you continue to invest in it. And that means the end of something and change and transformation. It's difficult, it's challenging, it's tricky, it's painful. There's also this other person here, so, all right, let's clarify the Two of Cups and the Magician. Some of you, I mean, that's a general reading, and the tricky part is, okay, let's look at it from this point of view, so it could be this for this group of Gemini, And for another group of Gemini, it could be this. For some of you, this is going to be a clear, like some kind of romantic situation where you have to choose between two people. One you've invested a lot into here, and again, but you can, because this is a general reading, you can apply this to any area of your life using the same fundamental energy. There's something that looks like you've invested probably a fair amount of time, history, effort, love, money, whatever, with this other person. You have some things to show for it, but not everything to show for it, right? You don't have the 10 of Pentacles, which is long-term security and stability. You have the 7. It's okay. There's something else driven by someone else coming in here, a different offer or opportunity, a really beautiful partnership that holds the potential and the promise of being everything that this one isn't. And therein lies the conflict, right? Whether it's romance, whether it's love, whether it's family, whether it's a best friend, whether it's a work partnership, you have to leave something behind and admit to yourself in leaving that I'm leaving this because it's not going to be the fullness of what I want it to be. I believe in that still. I deserve that. I need to go out and follow it. I need to follow that. And of course, that's the conflict with pretty much everything, right? Breaking attachments and moving forward. 2 of Cups and the Magician. Now this is very similar to your sister sign Libras. 2 of Cups, the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is the same as the King of Coins. And this exact thing happened in Libra's reading too. They're manifesting as this great union, this great partnership. They're bringing the energy of the 6 of Swords, which they also did in Libra's reading, which is a card of healing, of leaving the worst behind you and moving into a better place. The 4 of Cups, here's that offer, somebody looking at it, but they're hesitant. With the Magician, we have the Page of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, happy homes, reunions, weddings, celebrations with home and family. You may know this person, this soulmate individual, this King of Coins, King of Pentacles, or Queen. You may know this person. This person may be somebody that you see on a regular basis, or somebody in your community, or somebody that you have a connection with already. You know them, right? It's not this person I think Spirit wants you to let go of. It's somebody different, but I think you already know them or are around them in some way. You're hesitant. 2 of Swords, 2 of Swords and the Sun. The Hermit. Yeah, it's like you know what you know. Your intuition, I think, is telling you pretty strongly. But, and I think we've all gone through this at least once. Okay, I'm not ready. I can't look at it today. I'm not ready to look at it head on yet. I'm stuck, but yeah, it feels like some kind of conflict here. There you are again, the Queen of Swords. You know what you know from your experience. That's the Hermit too. They've learned a lot in their life, right? And they use that knowledge and experience to find a way forward. They use that to find the answers so that they can move forward. You know, it's somebody who has a great deal of wisdom, experience. And this Hermit may also represent somebody that has a great deal of wisdom, whose opinion that you value, who has a lot of experience that you may be talking with, you may be having a conversation with too, to get some insight and some help and feedback. The Sun. You know, I never do the same element twice in a row when I do the general readings, meaning earth, air, fire, water. I never do like the fire signs back to back, the water signs back to back, because I have this thing in my head about the cards and doing that. I do like to mix it up. So it's always especially kind of gobsmacking when the readings turn out to be so similar. The Sun is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. There was a very similar energy in Libras as well. You know, this offer or opportunity, whatever it is, and whoever this King of Coins is in a general reading, again, whether it's romantic, whether it's work, something else, it's driven by divine timing and orchestration, meaning God's fingerprints, right? Strength and the Two of Swords again. But strength, you're going to have to get through this Two of Swords energy, because strength is about facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. You're going to have to look at having to end something to move forward on this new path, on this new opportunity. And it's going to be difficult to do that. And strength is also about looking at the part that you've had to play in unpleasant situations too. I mean, we make our own choices, right? And sometimes we don't get out of a situation that we know we should, fast enough, just because we get stuck, we get scared, right? Got to break through that here. Let's clarify this King of Coins, Queen of Swords. It's quite clear you've manifested some kind of divine union here, soulmate union here, with that Two of Cups and the Magician. Let's take a look at the King of Coins, King of Earth, King of Pentacles. The Magician again. You've manifested them, they've manifested you. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. Wish fulfillment. Trusting the path that you're on to lead you to wish fulfillment. I'm not laughing at you, Gemini. Well, I mean, I am. But only in a good way, right? I mean, my Venus is in Gemini, so... Queen of Swords. Whatever and whoever this King of Coins, King of Pentacles is to you, Gemini. You've manifested them, they've manifested you. Spirit's kind of overlooking the whole thing. Queen of Swords. Death again. You got to transform for this. The Ace of Cups and the Fool. Being open, keeping your heart open. The beginning of the heart opening. Could be new love and romance. The Fool. These are both cards that represent a new path. The Fool has a 0 because this is where the tarot journey starts with the Fool, ends with the World. One cycle of the tarot represents a significant chapter or set of chapters in your life, right? So when we get to the end with that World card, we've graduated. Not going to get anything more from that. We move on, or we're supposed to. We start off on a whole brand new journey, we've reached that milestone and now we're moving beyond it, a whole new landscape full of different options and opportunities. The Fool is about starting that new journey, but it can also be nerve-wracking because it's trusting in the path in front of you. You have no idea where it's going to lead. It's getting out of your comfort zone, taking a risk, a leap of faith, as we say, and trying to keep your heart open at the same time. It's a tall order. Especially for those of you, and again, it's a general reading, so the intensity will vary. For those of you who have a pretty strong attachment that needs to be broken, although it does look like whatever your expectations were from that attachment, you know it's not going to be, it's never going to be that. There's another opportunity here, free will, free agency, but it is definitely orchestrated, led, allowed by Spirit. All right. Any advice, guidance, feedback? Forge ahead. Knight of Wands, Knight of Fire. Sooner rather than later. Just go. Just be like that Fool and just start off on the path. I mean, nobody's feet are even on the ground in this. Off and running. Here's that World card. You have to bring that cycle to an end. It's done. It's moving on. It's graduation. 5 of Swords. And it may mean the somewhat challenging and somewhat painful action of cutting out people, places, and situations which no longer serve you. Or they've simply just run their course. But what's on the other side of that? You've got the Sun, the 6 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. There's 2 cards which represent specific wish fulfillment. And just like Libra, you got them both. Where's that Star card? Where's the Star card? Didn't I have the Star card here? Maybe I didn't. Thought I did. Well, anyway, this is the wish fulfillment card here. It's the wish fulfillment card. Getting everything you want, your cups overflowing with abundance. That's what's on the other side of death, transformation. That's what's on the other side of going through, wrapping up, ending things, no matter how difficult they are. what's on the other side of it. You've got the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Cups in the same reading, the Ace of Cups. I mean, there's obviously a new offer, a new opportunity here, which Spirit strongly supports. Now, as I always say, free will, free agency. You can say no. You can say no and stay with this other situation here. But know, which I think you already do, that it's never going to be your Nine of Cups. So, okay. I'm going to leave it there. Gemini. Almost said Libra because this reading was so similar. Gemini, those are your messages for the first half of September 2023. I hope they were useful for you. For those of you for whom they resonated, I hope they were useful. Gave you something to think about, particularly in your decisions moving forward. Again, if you want to take a deeper look at something, or you like the reading style and you're interested in a personal reading, please email me, Maggie_McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that by clicking the description or title of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the September mid-month readings. Stay tuned. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.